For more on this, I'm joined from Islamabad by Asif Durrani, former Pakistani Ambassador to the UAE and also Iran. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us and taking your time this evening. Can we just start with...
Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Can we just start with President Donald Trump? We were just talking there to my first guest, Riyadh, about his address at the UN General Assembly, and he's also meeting a selected group of leaders from Muslim countries, including Pakistan's Prime Minister, on the sidelines of this General Assembly today. The talks are expected to focus on measures to end the ongoing conflict in Gaza. What does Pakistan want to hear from the US President Donald Trump today?
I think Pakistan is not alone in expressing the sentiments of the overwhelming majority of the Muslim world and even the civilized world about the right of Palestinians to self-determination. And that has been denied since 1948. Now there are some positive signs which are emerging, including some European countries, including Canada, France, UK. They have recognized Palestine as a state. So these are positive signs, and this should also serve as a call for recognizing the severity of the problem. And Israel and the United States should also realize that they have a responsibility towards peace and allowing Palestinians to live like other people. Yes.
Thank you so much. Now let's turn our focus to the Pakistan-Saudi Arabia Defense Pact. To what extent is this a significant game changer in the Middle East? And is the timing of this important?
Well, I haven't seen the text of the agreement between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, but the joint statement is quite clear. And the important sentence is that attack on one country would be considered attack on both. So this is very important. So, and here we are talking about the threat to the security of the signatories. So here I think it's a forward movement. Already Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have had a close defense relationship, and Pakistan's troops have been stationed in Saudi Arabia since early 80s when Iraq was taking place. Then subsequently when Iraq attacked Kuwait, Pakistani troops were there to defend Saudi Arabia. And our troops remained there since, including, and even now, we still have close to 2,000 troops from Pakistan, yes.
And we know Pakistan is a nuclear power, and Pakistan's defense minister says the country's nuclear capabilities will be made available to Saudi Arabia. How exactly will this work?
I think a defense minister, I don't know in what context he said it, but nuclear is a very serious affair. And in Pakistan's case, it is India-specific. So there are no doubts about it. And Pakistan's nuclear program is full spectrum deterrence against any onslaught from the Indian side. But you have seen that in May, India and Pakistan had a 4-day war in which Pakistan displayed its prowess in the conventional field. And so therefore, this should serve as a pointer to those who think that Pakistan perhaps may lower the nuclear threshold. This is not the case, which is why that Pakistan has also established the missile theater and which is meant to raise the threshold of conventional warfare. And this present agreement with Saudi Arabia should be seen in that light.
And According to sources, and you also said this to me a little bit earlier, the agreement says that foreign aggression on one is attack on both. Many people have actually found this a surprising step. Why is this so? Is it because it involves the nuclear side of things?
I don't think so. It is I think our conventional capabilities are quite enough to deter any aggression. Pakistan has also displayed its capabilities against any aggression. So here, I think even the norms of war are getting changed by the day, and it's no more a direct fight or tank-to-tank fight or artillery-to-artillery fight. So here, I think it is, you can say, multi-domain, but mostly in the air. So those are the regions where Pakistan has excelled. So I think, and then Saudi Arabia does not entertain those in their strategic calculus about the nuclear armament. And then Saudi Arabia is also part of the demand that to make Middle East a nuclear weapon-free zone. And this is a demand still being tabled in the UN General Assembly. Israel is the only country which opposes that. So therefore, right now, Saudi and Pakistani agreement, when we say attack on one country would tantamount to attack on both, that means from the conventional point of view.
And one final question to you, if I may. Pakistan has nominated President Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. Why is this? And do you think President Donald Trump should win the prize?
Well, Pakistan has made a decision, and but India are fighting shy. So it was a reward because President Trump did play a role in ending hostilities between India and Pakistan. India denies that. They are in a denial, so I'm not surprised. But I think, yes, President Trump did take a positive step, and he did mention about ending this war between India and Pakistan almost 30 times, much to the chagrin of Indians. But that's a reality, yes.
Former Ambassador Asif Durrani, thank you so much for joining the show.